Hi guys, I hope you can hear me. I'm just gonna wait a little bit before I get started talking about, well, the title basically and respond to people's questions. So it is so nice to see. Oh, thank you, Kalle. It is so nice to see you guys and recognize some of your names because I've been missing for quite some time now. Um, so yeah, hi guys. I'm so happy that you are here with me. Um, I don't know if there will be technical issues like the last time, but I've done everything I can to ensure that I won't. But the thing is, this is the countryside. Internet connections are not always super great, so we'll see. If it goes down, I will come back again, and I will try to save this this chat as well, so that you can watch it later. I'm going to see here in the chat window. Hi guys, it's so nice to see where you're from. Everywhere basically, Poland and the US. Yeah, Lofoten, Norge. Love Lofoten. Hi guys. So, I'm just going to have a sip of water. So, I have a little paper with me. And the reason for that is, as you can see in the title, this is a little bit different. And there is some stuff that I want to talk about. But, you know, speaking in English and then trying to talk about this kind of subject, it's not super easy. So I need to have my a little bit of a cheat sheet because I'm just going to forget what to say and then, yeah, not feel totally in control of the situation. So I hope that is okay with you. And today I just want to say that I also have my friend and colleague with me here on Messenger. Her name is Jacqueline Wester. She is super, super talented in coaching other entrepreneurs doing their thing. So she is going to help me and sort of manage some of the questions that comes in. And I do have some prepared questions that I got in earlier as well, but she's going to be here supporting me. So if I check my phone, I'm checking what she's writing so that you know that. And I'm going to be live for like maybe half an hour, something like that. It depends. We'll see how fast I speak. But yeah, it's not going to be super, super long. I'm going to try and, yeah, be short about it. It's not super easy, but yeah. So, yeah, you can see in the title and maybe figuring out why I haven't been posting. It's been a lot to sort out, and the title is, it's not clickbait. It is 100% true. I would not clickbait you. So, and you know, everything that's happened, and then also Corona is like, it's been kind of messy. And yeah, I had to prioritize, and then sadly, not that I wanted to, but I had to sort of prioritize other stuff. And I hope that maybe you understand why. And yeah, I'm gonna share a little bit about my situation and then answer questions. And if there's a lot of questions left, which I think there will be, we'll see. I'm gonna do a Q&A with those questions, so don't worry. Yeah, we're gonna start with the first, the first part of the title, separation. And yes, I am not married. This is my left hand. No finger. No, no ring. I'm not married. I'm divorced, so we're no longer together anymore. And yeah, I'm still here in my house. I'm actually in the hallway. This is the front door there. But yeah, I'm sitting here. I am living here right now, today, on my own. But we are still sharing the same house. So he's away doing stuff on his own. And we're sort of trying to respect each other and live here simultaneously, but still give the other person their space so that you can be here on your own, basically. Yeah, the situation with Corona and then divorcing and trying to find a new place to live, I mean, it's not ideal. So that is why this situation is as it is. But it's totally fine. We are still friends, and we're going to try and remain that. And I really hope that we will be, even though, of course, it will never be the same. We've been together for 14 years, before we divorced. And yeah, that's a long time, I feel. So it's not easy to like cut those cords, I feel. But yeah, it's really really balanced here and harmonious. Yeah, there's no trouble or fighting or any of that kind of stuff. And I guess that for some of you, looking at the response that I got on social media, it's like, what? And I understand that it might feel like that for you looking at us from the outside, but this has been going on for quite some time, and we separated just before New Year's Eve. So for me, it's not new. And I hope that you understand why I did not want to share that immediately. It is a private business, and then having this platform, it kind of makes it some kind of, you need to make some kind of public statement or whatever. And, hence that's why I'm here, because if I would just move and not say anything, that would be super weird. So yeah. I'm not going to share anything about why or any details. And I hope you understand why and that you respect that. If you see someone speculating, please don't engage with them in that. Just let it be. Ignore them. There's no possible reason that any of you could figure this out. And I feel it's private and that it should remain so, to respect my ex-husband and to respect myself. Yeah, with that said, I'm doing very well. I'm happy. I'm healthy. I am balanced. And yeah, basically, I'm really in a really good place. And although this was really sad, of course, we both feel this way. Both Magnus and I, we both know that this is for the best and this is the right decision for us. And yeah, I think it's going to start raining now, or it is. So I hope the sound will remain great because, yeah, it's kind of loud, but yeah. So that's the divorce. I think the big part for me is sort of losing a friend. I mean, we're going to be friends, but I think everybody who has separated from a partner or divorced, you know that there is some friction there when you go separate ways. So he's a really great man in many ways, and I truly hope that he will find love again, and I hope that I will find love again. And yes, I do still believe in marriage, because I got that question when some of you figured out what was going on. I still do believe in marriage, and I still do believe in love. Moving forward with moving and leaving this house, I understand that like the most common response that I got was like, how could you leave this place? And I understand again that might be what like your outside perspective, but the inside perspective is different. This house, it's been very complicated and messy, and a lot of problems with it. Nothing that you cannot handle, but it's been really exhausting, and it's cost us about more than $100,000 to fix it. And except for that, I mean, this is a great place. It's really beautiful, and I've loved living here, but I'm also missing things. I'm missing lakes. I'm missing what we in Sweden call fjäll, which is like mountains, but it's it's the Swedish mountains. It's kind of flat, but yeah, I miss northern parts, and I miss lakes. And none of my friends are living here. They are all spread out in different parts of Sweden, and I feel that there's like basically nothing keeping me here now here anymore. um, I feel in my heart and like my gut feeling that my place is somewhere else. Have you ever had that feeling? And it's not here. And Magnus needs to stay here for his job, and he wants to stay here. So it's very easy for us to sort of decide who's going to stay and who's going to leave. So it's not him pushing me out, just to be super clear with that, so nobody gets any ideas. Yeah. The thing is, with moving, I'm also looking for a job. And that might also be a little bit like, what? For some of you, because I also noticed that reaction. I love what I do. I love this so much. Like, I love talking about Swedish traditions, Swedish nature, places to go, all of that. But I want to do this in another setting with other people. I want to work in a team. I want to have a regular job to go to. I want to have lunch with people. I want to have meetings. And I want to work for like either a specific place where people want to go within Sweden, or like an area. And hence I'm looking for a job within this. I'm still intending to keep this going. And I think actually I will be better at it, because I did start my like blogging career working and having a lot of responsibilities, working a lot. I still managed to blog. I didn't do YouTube then, but I still managed to blog a lot. So it's sort of that when I have a mixture between being a freelancer and a regular job, it's like they're kind of boosting each other. So when I'm at home working with my freelancing job, I'm missing my regular job. And when I'm at my regular job, I'm thinking like I'm getting more creative with my freelance job. So they are really, I'm better as I don't like to call myself an influencer, you know that, but like an inspirator when I have like a regular job. And I just really miss working with a team. So my intention is to find a job within what I do now, which is like digital communication web editor. I'm an analyst with digital like social media and stuff like that. And then photography, of course, and writing posts, like blog posts and articles and stuff like that. So I am applying for jobs. If anybody in Sweden have a job opening, you want to hire me, you know where to find me. But yeah, so that is also a reason for me moving. And where I will end up, it depends a lot on where I will find a job. I have my favorite areas in Sweden, and one is sort of an inward move. Inward move? Yeah, like I'm moving left from where I'm now. Like, it's never mind. It's an area called Örebro län. It's pretty similar to this, but that area has a lot of lakes. It's a beautiful area. Amazing forest with a lot of mushrooms in it, and a lot of cute, really picturesque small towns where I would love to relocate at, and then maybe work in the larger city in Örebro län, which is Örebro. Another lovely, like one of my favorite areas in Sweden is Dalarna. And I would love, like, there's nothing I don't love about Dalarna. Dalarna is like for sure a favorite place of mine. I love the mountains and the lakes and the forests, and the dialect within Dalarna is just like amazing. And then everything north from that, I love as well. Jämtland, Västernorrland, everything. So we'll see. You never know what life has in store for you, but that is my intention for sure. But yeah, and like being here right now in this place in my life, um, like it is a little bit like being in limbo. Uh, sort of, I really don't know what's gonna happen, and I'm just like rolling with it. Uh, and I'm trying to just live life, and it is a bit uncertain for sure. But I feel totally fine living in that uncertainty for at least for now. I got a question in relation to this that I wanted to sort of bring into the conversation, and so I asked you guys for a question, and the question is, what do you think the meaning of life is? And I thought a lot about that, like in relation to my situation right now. And I think that life, the meaning of life for me, it's it's not searching for some kind of meaning that's going to add value to my life. It is living my life. And living my life, it means enjoying every part of it. It means enjoying, well, I won't enjoy being sick when I am sick, but enjoying the lows and the highs and the lows, and everything in between. And I think that life is about living it. It is about learning from your experience and making like basically making the best of it. You have to go through the bullshit. You have to go through the suffering. You have to go through the pain, because you will not enjoy what is great. And if you haven't suffered, how are you really going to enjoy love? If you feel love and happiness all the time, how are you going to appreciate that? You won't, because being extremely happy, it will be your like status quo. It will be like that all the time. So it won't be high. When you're in love, when you're happy, it's not going to matter because you're happy all the time. And I think like just living life and learning from it, and I think that basically is the meaning. And you can find a purpose in your life, like saving animals, or really getting involved in saving children from abuse or something like that. And that is great. But for me, when I die and I look back at my life, I want to feel that um, I've made the best of my situation. It wasn't perfect. Sometimes it was messy and hellish and crazy and maybe filled with anxiety and tears. But I made the best of that bullshit, basically. I made the best of my life. What I was given, I took that, and like basically the quote, like, make lemonade out of lemons or something like that. So I think that that's basically life. And I also want to ask myself, like, how much good did you do? How much good have I done? But not in terms of that I am going to open an animal shelter, which, by the way, is great if you do. Like, I would love you for that. But just being a decent human, seeing other people, asking and older people who seem to struggle with their shopping bags if they want help, or listening to a friend and really listen and being there for that person, or giving random people a compliment and changing their day from maybe really sad to really, really great. And I think also like enjoying the small moments. I don't think that life is about like chasing those bucket list happenings or experiences. For me, like laughing a late summer evening with someone I love, or like really good friends, that is worth so much more than going to that epic bucket list place. Like really, it just feels like ticking off something off a list. I think just living each moment and being present and enjoying that is much more valuable. So yeah, by the way, my friend has a Instagram handle. Her Instagram handle is called Bucket Life, which I think says a lot. Yeah, I'm striving more towards bucket life than bucket list. So that was that. I'm gonna check now with my friend Jackie if there's been any questions that, like something, I'm gonna see here. No, it seems like it's cool. It's really hard to like sum up a separation and life-changing events shortly. But yeah, I tried at least. So I'm just gonna take a sip of my, actually it's vitamin C, but a little bit of liquid at least. Yeah. Another question that I got from Patreon is, how do you stay so positive? And basically, how I view being a positive person is not about it. Being positive is not about what happens to you; it's how you respond to it. And it's not about external events. It's about in here, like the internal dialogue that you have with yourself. I mean, there's people who have everything, like everything: health, money, friendship, family, love, and they're still not happy. Like, why is that? And then there's people who have nothing, but they don't have health, they don't have family, friends, love, maybe they're poor, and they're still happy. And at least for me, that is how I view life. Like, I get sad when, of course I got sad when my marriage ended. If I didn't, something would be really wrong. But now I look at it as a learning experience, at that my life, it was meant to be like this. And I'm looking at it, what I can learn, what I don't want, or what I can change with myself, or how I can be better. Not like, what did he do, or how bad is he, and how good am I? No, like, what can I learn from this? How can I become a better person? How can I become more, happier, basically? How can my life become better? So that is basically how I view being happy. It's a choice that I make every day. I can go out and stare at the rain and then be like, oh, it's raining today, blah blah, whine. That's not going to make me happy. I can view the rain as something positive, even if I hate it. That it's good for nature, it's good for the animals, it's good for our planet, and I have my own well, so it's really good for that, because if it's too dry, the well will dry out. The well, where you get water. Yeah, I think it's a well. So I choose to be happy, and you can choose to be happy too. It might take some practice if you have a negative sort of, can you say disposition, but you sort of view everything from a negative standpoint, but you can change that. It's going to feel odd in the beginning, but it will eventually change your mindset. And do you know that there are studies made on cancer patients, and they found that cancer survivors that have a positive attitude about their experience and their cancer treatment and getting cancer heal better than those that have a negative attitude. I think that says a lot. So yeah, that was that question. Yeah, I could talk about happiness and stuff like that for super long, but I'm going to end that question there. I got a lot of questions about blogging and posting about Swedish nature. Like, will I keep doing that when some of you realized that stuff were changing and you saw the title, basically? I got a lot of questions about that. And the short answer is yes. As I said, I will keep doing this. And I actually have a new site that I want to highlight or talk about right now. And it's my name, Maria, and Båth is my last name, but Baath, Maria Båth.se. That is my new site. You can go and check that out if you want to. It is both like a portfolio, but it's also a blog. And I'm going to link it in the description to this live video later. But yeah, I'm going to keep on blogging there and vlogging here. Got a lot of questions about my plans for summer. And like with Corona, it's hard to have plans. I think that's the case for all of us, and I think there's been a lot of cancellations in regards to like vacations and stuff like that. What I do plan is meeting up with friends, like under the circumstances, like probably a lot outside, or keeping distance, and being respectful of this horrible, horrible virus. Yeah, and other than that, I'm going to drive around. I took my driver's license this spring as well, and I bought a car. The car is just outside here. And yeah, I asked about a name for her actually on Instagram. I've named her Pärlan, like pearl, min pärla, my pearl. My friend Sarah thought that was too cute. She thought that that I should call her something more devilish. I don't know if that says something about the car or me. Thank you, Sarah. But yeah, we'll see if I change name. But Pärlan right now, pearl, basically, the pearl. But yeah, so I'm gonna drive around basically and meet up with people and hopefully make some new videos. I don't know, waterfalls, nature, cute little cities. Who knows what I will come up with? But that is the plan, and just be happy and enjoy life and nature. Yeah. I got a few questions about my diabetes, and a lot of you asked me. Well, there was a lot of questions, and if you don't know that, I got diabetes type 1, which is insulin-treated diabetes. I will die without insulin, and I have a pump here. Here is without any like wires or anything like that, and I move this around. I remove it, I have a new one, fill it with insulin, place it on my body. And I also have something called CGM, continuous glucose meter, which monitors my blood glucose continuously throughout the day and let me know what's up or what's down. But yeah, so that is how I treat my diabetes. And my diabetes is great. My health is great. Everything is freaking great. To be honest, with my health. I got no complaints, basically. So I'm super, super happy about that. And yeah, of course, that is a big part of life, being healthy and having health. And I'm really, really thankful for where I am at now with everything in regards to diabetes and controlling that. I got a question about, that was a different question actually. Do you have any special meat in Swedish stores? Here in South Africa, one can buy ostrich meat. Do you have anything similar in Sweden? Like moose meat? And I was like, I have never thought of that as being like that. It's just so normal for me seeing that. So I haven't really thought that would be something out of the ordinary, but maybe it is. It depends where you live. But yes, we have the European elk here that we have. We have älgkött, elk meat. We also have rådjur. We eat deer. Yeah, that's a deer. Rådjurskött, you can eat that. And then also reindeer meat. So you can eat renskav, for example. So yeah, that is something that Swedes eat, and that you can buy in the stores. So yeah. Where are we with the time? 6:30. Yep. Sorry. Yeah, I got a question about what is your favorite thing about yourself? I was like, I don't know. But yeah, I do know. My favorite thing about myself is what I talked about before, which is how I view problems, how I view life, how I view obstacles. I don't view obstacles as a problem. I view them as something that you can solve. And that is it's been very beneficial for me in my life, having that sort of viewpoint. And Like if I want to learn something, I will just basically teach myself or take a course. I'm a doer. So if I want to do something, I'm just gonna do it. If I want to learn how to like ride a motorcycle, I'm gonna go and take the motorcycle driver's license. And if I want to start doing something, I'm just gonna do that. I don't need permission. I don't need someone to take me in my hand and just like come here and I'm gonna show you the ropes. And like Pippi Longstocking, if you know her, she has this quote in Swedish, which I'm going to try and translate. But it's like, I've never tried that before, so surely I'm going to be great at it, basically. Or surely I will be able to do it. And I think for me, that is, I'm very much Pippi Longstocking there. Not that I think that I'm going to be great at it, but that I'm like, if I want to do it, I'll figure out a way to do it. Everything is, isn't it Marie Forleo that says everything is figure outable? And that is how I view life. And I think that's one of my favorite parts with myself. And that I am positive about whatever happens in life. Yeah. I think I'm a damn good hugger as well. I'm just saying. But yeah, that's my favorite things about myself. So Jackie sent me some other questions here from you guys. The fur babies, yes. Well, are you taking your fur babies with you? Yes, the fur babies are coming with me. Doris and Märta, my two little Yorkshire Terriers, will come with me. The cat that we adopted, we found a new home for her just a couple of days ago. A lovely, lovely couple. They were so amazing. The kind of people where you instantly feel like you want to be their friends. But they took our cat, so I didn't try to add them to my friend list on Facebook. But no, seriously, it felt amazing. She's gonna have a great life there. I'm not able to bring her with me. Also, Märta is a little bit afraid of her. She never really got used to Maya. Maya is a large cat with like 6 kilos, which is like 12 pounds or something. And Märta is like, she doesn't even weigh. It's like 4-pound dog. So she's a little bit afraid of the 12-pound cat. So we intended to find another home for her anyway. And now with the divorce, yeah. So she has a new home, and yeah. Someone asked, can I know why you don't choose Stockholm? Yeah, I lived in Stockholm for like 13 years. And of course, there's a lot of job opportunities there and so on. But I don't want to, I'm sorry, Stockholm, but I don't want to live in Stockholm. That is not where my heart is. My heart is in, if you say Norrland, it is like half of Sweden. But I'm going to say Norrland anyway, so the northern parts. Like my family is from Kalix, which is like kind of far up, and also on the Finnish side, Kemi. And I spent my whole summers in the northern parts of Sweden. We traveled around in car, road trips all the time with my mom and dad and my younger brother. That's basically what we did. We never went abroad. I don't think we had the money, but my parents has always been like, check out our beautiful nature and everything that we got here in Sweden. And I think that it's really affected me a lot, more than I ever understood growing up. Basically, doing what I do, of course, it affected me. But yeah, so I just feel that my heart is in Norrland, or like in Dalarna, possibly in Örebro, but otherwise in Dalarna and going north, basically. And it's expensive as like, yeah, fudge, basically. It's really, really expensive in Stockholm as well. It's a lot of people, a lot of noise. And I like nature, the trees, the mountains, the lakes. That is what is most important for me. It's not money. It's not having shops nearby. Like I hate shopping. I just like, if I would write up, if I would like mention things that I don't like, it's like shopping, it's like busy, super busy, stressful streets, uh, like being packed like sardines in a subway. Except for that, I really don't like cruises and like laying down and like tanning. Those are not things for me. So yeah, if I look at what I want to guide me in my life, what I want to be like, that's not the right word. But when you move somewhere, you have like what is most important to you. And maybe it is like having a specific job. Then you need to let that specific title or job decide where you're going to end up. Because where can you find that job? For me, it's nature and love. So those two are things that will guide me where I end up. So yeah. And like a job where I'm close, where I work with all the things that I just mentioned before. Let me see. So someone asked, what will happen with my current store? And I will restock this like later this summer, late summer, or early autumn. It's been complicated with Corona, and then also the divorce, and like not really being sure where I will live, having like what is that word? Stock. Yeah, just like having items to sell. Like if I'm not here, who's gonna pack all the stuff? And yeah, so I haven't been able to restock, but I hope I will be able to soon. And if you go to my new site, mariabot.se, as I said earlier, I will link it in the description here. But if you go there, you can sign up for my newsletter. It will be just under the header. You can just sign up for that. And then you will get an email once I'm restocked, so that you are sure to get one of the beautiful wooden cups that I have in my store. If that is what you're looking for, I'm just assuming. Yeah. Another question is, what, this is in Swedish, so I will translate it, but what will you be doing and who are you in 5 years? Well, I hope I will be me, but no, kidding aside, I hope that within 5 years that I have found a new place in this world where I'm very healthy, happy, and content, where I still enjoy the smaller things in life, and that I found someone who are similar to me in that aspect. I hope that I am in love. Yeah, I still do, like, I'm not like dreaming of marriage right now. It's not like in my head space, sort of. But if I meet the right person, I hope that we have created a life together, and that if we're not married, maybe we're talking about it. I don't know, but I do hope that I have love in my life and friends real close, and that I still live really close to nature. I mean, for me, I want to live like I do right now, but I also realize that it might be like mellanstopp, like in Swedish, but it's just like I might need to make a stop in an apartment somewhere before I can relocate to a new house, because I don't want to buy a house if I don't know if I'm going to stay in a place or not, because you don't know if your job will last. Something can happen, like Corona. So yeah, but I do still believe in love, and I do still believe in marriage, and yeah, that I'm not going to go into that, because yeah, it'll be a lot to sort of go through all my thoughts. But I do still believe in that. I think it's really, really beautiful making that promise to someone. And yeah, um, I don't think actually now when I'm talking about, I don't think I want to live with someone for like, okay, so I'm 41, so I'm going to turn 42 in August, and living for like maybe 40 to 50, or could be more, like 40, 50 years with someone, if I would meet someone pretty soon, to say at least 40 years with someone, and not being able to call that man my husband. Just like, this is my partner, this is my, in Swedish you can say sambo, which is someone that you, it is a short, it's an abbreviation for living with someone, sammanboende. So it's just like, this is the person I live with, or this is my partner. I would rather say this is my husband. I don't know. I can't really explain it. Marriage isn't that as common in Sweden as in other countries, but I really do. I just, yeah, I don't know. It's just my identity, I guess. Some people are like, I would never want to get married, and that's their identity. And for me, I don't feel like that. So, but we'll see. I'm like really not there anymore. Like, I haven't even been on a first date with someone. So, yeah. Let me see if what else? I'm gonna check some questions here. Yeah, I also got like a really short question. It was, or the answer is short. It's like, what's your favorite jewelry? I'm not a person who wears a lot of jewelry, you see. So it's like nothing. But I do have a ring that I bought for myself. Let's see if I can, like, it's a knot. Yeah. And the knot stands for something that I'm going to keep for myself, but it's a promise to myself. So this is it's a silver ring. As you can see, it's really minimal and simple. And I'm generally very simple in my taste. I'm not into the like extravaganza type thing. Like these are like a jacket, as you can see, like it's green. Another one is beige. This is gray. Those are the colors in my wardrobe, like white, gray, green, beige. Yeah. I jokingly say that I have so much like fire within me, so I think I need like neutral colors in my wardrobe to balance it out. But yeah, I'm very minimalistic in my style, and I guess this is my favorite jewelry then. Of course, before it was my engagement ring, but now it's this. I also got some question about how to make your vlogs popular, how to become a great photographer, and that kind of stuff. Do I have any tips? A lot of question about that. And when it comes to making vlogs great, or how you become popular or big or whatever, the only thing I can say, you are starting from the wrong point of view. You should create content that you want to create. I don't create content with the mindset like, what do you want to see? Like sometimes I ask you because I want to have a dialogue with you, but I haven't started creating content to become popular. I started sharing content that I felt was missing, that was less focused on like appearance and makeup. And there's nothing wrong with makeup, by the way, but just like less of that, less of city life and flashy parties or whatever. And I felt that there was like a void to be filled, basically. And I felt that I wanted to share this content. So I started sharing it, and basically here we are. So I think that if you want to start a channel, you should not try and make it popular. I think even if you become popular, you're going to be unhappy because it is a lot of work, and creating content with a starting point of, becoming popular, you're going to get burnt out. You need to find your passion and then share that, and, work hard and make it focus on quality. And I think then that you will end up where you're supposed to be. In terms of photography and like learning photography. I can't go through like a photography course here and give you tips. There are a lot of photography, like great, like gurus or YouTubers, and I think that Peter McKinnon, you can check him out. He makes videos on YouTube. So Peter McKinnon, I think that's the right name. Like, but yeah, check him out. And then he has a friend called Matti Hapoya. Yeah, I think that's I'm like, is this the right name now? But I think if you Google it, you'll find them both, and they are both great in sharing tips within both photography and video making. And yeah, I think that basically taking a basic course so that you understand the camera is really good, or going online and reading the instruction manual and then just start taking photos, and like learning by doing is like my greatest tips. Have I, like, there's a lot of questions, but a lot of them are really, like, if I'm going to talk about them, and we are closing in on 50 minutes now, it will, yeah, it's going to take some time, guys. It's going to take some time. But I hope at least that you feel that you got an update from me, and that we, yeah, that we have had a little bit of a one-to-one talk, or me and some people. I don't know how many you are, but yeah. Yeah, okay, 651 people. So there's this one person and 650 other people. But yeah, I feel that I got to share what is going on. I hope that you understand why it's been hard for me to have time to post here. It is not because I don't appreciate you, because I really, really do. I think I have the best audience in the history of YouTube, and I am so thankful for each and every one of you guys. You've been so amazing from when I started to now, and you send me so many wonderful emails and comments and DMs on Instagram and everything, and I wish I could respond to each and every one of them, but then I would do nothing else. But know in your heart that I truly, truly appreciate you, and I'm super, super thankful. Yeah, there's a lot of questions that has not been answered. I will not make a Q&A directly after this, because then we have a live with a lot of talking, and then like a Q&A with a lot of talking. I mean, I like to talk, but that's just too much. So I will do one later and try to sum up some of the most, interesting, important, or like larger topics, and respond to them then. Yeah, I am. Now Märta is whining. Wait a little bit. Märta, gå och lägg dig. I had to tell her to just go and lie down because she's whining really loud. But yeah, I'll be back with another video, guys, and it will be, I hope it will be something nature related, showing you some part of Sweden. A girl named Nevnarien here on YouTube, and her real name is Elin Kero. We are going, we're gonna go loppis. What is that in Sweden, guys? Loppis, like flea market, like flea market shopping. I think that's the right translation. In like 2 weeks or something. I hope, if the weather is with us, and I will bring my camera with me for sure, and maybe I can give you some tips of, if you come to Sweden and in that area, where you can find some great places to visit in terms of finding some, I don't know, some great secondhand bargain. But yeah, I am so happy that I've been able to do this live. And yeah, thank you guys for always being the best. And yeah, I love you guys. Take care. Talk to you soon. And as always, puss och kram. Hej då!